When it comes to natural hair growth, there are some things you need to take into consideration. Growing your hair naturally to your desired length is beyond keeping your scalp clean or moisturizing your hair constantly. There is something you need to do within yourself first before every other thing will start working for you. If you don't do that thing, forget it. No matter what you do, you are going to be discouraged on time, because by the time the results you want, you don't get it really fast, you are going to be discouraged. To stop that from happening, that is why I am making this video. If this sounds like something you would like to see, then keep on watching, and don't forget to like this video, drop a comment for me. If you have any contribution, let me know in the comment section, and also subscribe to my channel if you've not yet subscribed. Let's get started. I want to let you know that the health of your hair comes first. If you want to see improvement in your hair growth, the first thing you should focus on is the health of your hair. Don't focus on just growing your hair to your desired length. If your hair is not healthy and you're just focusing on the length, you are not going to get what you want. Trust me. So the first thing you should focus on when you're trying to grow your hair is the health of your hair. If your hair is healthy, you'll get every other thing without even struggling. Your hair is going to be full, it will be thick, and it will grow to the desired length that you want. When you see videos like grow your hair long and thick, grow your hair full and thick, everybody have different hair types. As for me, I have a less dense hair with fine strands. My hair is definitely not going to be as full as those people with high density and naturally thick hair. Yes, I said naturally thick hair because there are people whose hair are naturally thick. And if you are among those that have a less dense hair and fine strands like me, you need to know that no matter what you do, no matter the product you apply on your hair, you are not going to get your hair or your edges as full as those people with thick natural hair, that their hair are naturally thick. There are people with high density hair, there are people with low density hair, and you just have to embrace the one you have. You see some people, they will complain, my hair is so thick, I don't know what to use to make it soft. And some people, they have their hair so light and they are complaining that their hair is so light. This is just the truth about it. Your hair is light, your hair is thick. Just embrace your hair and work with your hair. Stop forcing your hair to be what it is not. This is one thing you should always have in mind. Don't force your hair to be what it is not. If you have a less dense hair and the fine strands, that is what you have. Learn to care for it, learn to work with it, and stop trying to make your hair look like those with high dense hair and thick strands. But then again, there are some factors that can make your hair density reduce, that can make your hair lighter than the way it usually is. As for me, before I started my natural hair growth journey, I never knew my hair would be as thick as it is right now. I have said this in a lot of my videos. I never knew I have such thick hair. Like, my hair have always been this light, like this that has always been. It was after my first challenge with fenugreek that I noticed my hair density was not even as low as I've always thought. I discovered that my strands were not as light as I have always seen them to be. So sometimes some factors might lead to you having a fine strands or a different, you might start looking your hair as a different type of hair, probably because you're not taking care of them or you're not using the right products for your hair. Because then I will just use everything I see online for my hair. When I see people say use this, I'll use it. I don't know my porosity, I don't know the type of hair I have and nothing, so caring for it was so difficult. You need to know the type of hair you have before you'll be able to take care of it very well. And after a while, I started making research on my hair and I did that fenugreek challenge. That was when I knew my hair was not as light as I've always thought It's what I'm trying to say now is condition can make your hair texture, or yes, condition can make your hair texture change. So when you start using some things and they are okay for you, they will help to increase the health of your hair, and you start noticing your hair is getting thicker. But no matter what you do, if you have a fine strands naturally, your hair is never going to be as thick as those people with thick hair naturally, and thick strands, those people with high dense hair. That is one thing we should have in mind, because sometimes I do get comment like, no matter what I use, my hair is not as thick as yours. Even my hair is not even that thick. Now I can say my hair is thick because of where I am starting from, because of the way my hair have always been. After using a couple of things, I noticed that, oh, this is really my hair type. My hair is not even as light as I've always thought. My hair is not actually too light. I remember then when I would go to salons and you see hairdressers insulting my hair, that my hair looks like old people's hair, that I should go and cut it. I should just add relaxer to it, that is not fine as a natural hair. When you even look at my hair, sometimes even you will be so angry because it was so light and it was always weak. So after using those things, making research and using things that actually worked for my hair, I noticed that my hair was not as light as it used to be. But then again, it is not as thick as other people's hair. So now I've been able to know my hair density, and I've embraced it and decided to work with it. I know my hair is not going to be as thick as Dima Space has a very thick hair. I know my hair naturally is not as thick as her hair, but my hair was not as light as it was years back. Then, because it was very light and weak then, because I don't know the right things to use that worked for me. But now that I've known and I am working with them, it is as thick as it could be, and I've accepted it that way. What I'm saying, in other words, is accept your hair. Learn to love your hair the way it is. Learn to love your hair texture. Learn to love your hair type. Learn to love your hair porosity. One of the most important things you need to do to grow your hair is to love your hair. Accept your hair the way it is and start loving it. Try to care for it to grow healthy. Don't just be after length. Don't rush over the length of your hair, because if you are just after length, you are going to make a lot of mistakes. After accepting and loving your hair the way it is, then learn to care for it to be healthy. Be conscious of the health of your hair and don't rush over length. Length will come naturally when your hair is healthy. Next time when you hear natural hair growth content creators telling you to grow your hair long and thick, you need to wash your hair regularly, you need to deep condition, you need to moisturize your hair and your scalp. Just know that you need to love your hair and seek the health of your hair first, and every other thing that you seek concerning your hair will follow gradually. I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you to always seek first the health of your hair, and every other good thing you seek concerning your hair will follow. Thank you so much for watching. That is all I have for you today. If you find the video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you've not yet subscribed.